Onion farming is one of the most rewarding agribusiness opportunities in Kenya today. Whether you are a small-scale farmer looking to increase your household income or an investor searching for a profitable agricultural venture, onions offer a strong opportunity because they are consumed daily in homes, hotels, restaurants, schools, hospitals, and food processing businesses. Unlike some crops that have seasonal demand, onions are needed throughout the year, making them a reliable source of income for farmers who manage their farms properly. Many Kenyan farmers are turning to onion farming because of its relatively short growing period and attractive returns. Depending on the variety planted and the farming practices used, onions can be ready for harvesting within 3 to 5 months. This means a farmer can potentially have more than one production cycle in a year, especially when irrigation is available. The increasing population in Kenya and neighboring countries has also contributed to the growing demand for onions, creating more opportunities for producers. One of the reasons onion farming remains profitable is that Kenya occasionally experiences shortages that force traders to import onions from neighboring countries. During such periods, local farmers who have quality onions ready for the market often enjoy very good prices. However, success does not happen by chance. Farmers must understand the crop's requirements, invest in quality inputs, and follow proper management practices from planting to harvesting. Before starting onion farming, it is important to understand the environmental conditions required by the crop. Onions grow best in warm climates with plenty of sunshine. They perform well in areas where temperatures range from about 15 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Excessive cold can slow growth, while extremely high temperatures may affect bulb development. Regions such as Kajiado, Narok, Nyeri, Naivasha, Meru, Kitui, Makueni, Machakos, and parts of Nanyuki have proven suitable for onion production. However, with proper irrigation and good management, onions can be grown successfully in many other parts of the country. Soil quality plays a major role in determining the success of an onion farm. Onions prefer fertile, well-drained soils that allow roots to develop properly without waterlogging. Sandy loam and loam soils are generally considered ideal because they provide a good balance between drainage and moisture retention. The soil should also contain adequate organic matter to support healthy growth. Farmers are encouraged to conduct soil testing before planting so they can understand nutrient levels and soil acidity. Soil testing helps in making informed decisions regarding fertilizer application and soil improvement measures. Choosing the right onion variety is another critical decision. Different varieties perform differently depending on climate, disease pressure, market preferences, and management practices. In Kenya, farmers commonly grow both hybrid and open-pollinated varieties. Hybrid varieties are often more expensive, but usually produce higher yields and more uniform bulbs. Popular hybrid varieties include Red Coach, Jambar, Red Passion, Neptune, and Malbec. These varieties are known for their strong performance, attractive bulb size, and good market acceptance. Open-pollinated varieties remain popular among many farmers because their seed cost is lower. Examples include Red Creole, Bombay Red, Texas Grano, and Red Pinoy. These varieties can still produce good yields when managed properly and are often favored by farmers working with limited budgets. When selecting a variety, it is important to consider local market demand because different buyers may prefer specific bulb sizes, colors, and storage characteristics. After selecting a suitable variety, the next step is land preparation. Good land preparation creates favorable conditions for root development and bulb formation. The land should be cleared of weeds, bushes, and previous crop residues. Deep plowing helps loosen the soil and improve aeration. Harrowing is then carried out to break large soil clods and create a fine seedbed. Farmers should incorporate well-decomposed farmyard manure during land preparation because it improves soil structure and fertility. Fresh manure should be avoided because it may introduce diseases and cause excessive vegetative growth at the expense of bulb formation. Most onion farmers in Kenya establish nurseries before transplanting seedlings into the main field. Nursery establishment allows farmers to manage seedlings carefully during the early growth stages. A nursery should be located near a reliable water source and protected from flooding. Raised beds are commonly used because they improve drainage and make management easier. Seeds are sown in shallow rows and lightly covered with soil. Regular watering is necessary to maintain adequate moisture for germination. The quantity of seed required depends on the variety and the planting density. In most cases, 1 to 1.5 kilograms of seed are sufficient for 1 acre. Germination usually occurs within 1 to 2 weeks under favorable conditions. Farmers should keep the nursery free from weeds and monitor for pests and diseases. Healthy seedlings are typically ready for transplanting after 6 to 8 weeks when they have developed strong stems and a good root system. Transplanting should be done carefully to minimize stress on the seedlings. The best time to transplant is during the cooler hours of the day, such as early morning or late afternoon. Proper spacing is important because overcrowding can reduce bulb size and increase disease pressure. A common recommendation is to maintain a spacing of about 15 to 20 centimeters between rows and 8 to 10 centimeters between plants. This spacing allows adequate airflow and ensures each plant has sufficient access to nutrients, sunlight, and water. Water management is one of the most important aspects of onion farming. Onions require consistent moisture throughout much of their growth cycle. Water stress can significantly reduce yields and affect bulb quality. Drip irrigation is widely regarded as the most efficient irrigation method because it delivers water directly to the root zone while minimizing wastage. Sprinkler irrigation is also commonly used, although it may increase disease risk under certain conditions. Farmers using furrow irrigation should ensure proper drainage to prevent waterlogging. Fertilizer application should be guided by soil test results whenever possible. Onions require a balanced supply of nutrients for healthy growth. Phosphorus is important during the early stages because it supports root development. Nitrogen promotes vegetative growth, while potassium contributes to bulb development and storage quality. Farmers should avoid excessive nitrogen application late in the growing season because it may result in poor bulb quality and reduced shelf life. Weed management is another essential component of successful onion production. Onions are poor competitors against weeds because they have narrow leaves and shallow root systems. Weeds compete for water, nutrients, and sunlight, leading to reduced yields. Regular weeding is therefore necessary throughout the growing period. Hand weeding remains common among small-scale farmers, although larger farms may use other integrated weed management practices. Weed control should be carried out carefully to avoid damaging onion roots. Pest management requires continuous monitoring because several pests can attack onion crops. Thrips are among the most destructive onion pests in Kenya. These tiny insects feed on leaves and reduce the plant's ability to produce food through photosynthesis. Severe infestations can lead to significant yield losses. Farmers should inspect their fields regularly and take appropriate control measures when pest populations reach damaging levels. Good field hygiene and crop rotation can help reduce pest pressure. Cutworms and leaf miners are also common pests that affect onion production. Cutworms damage young seedlings by cutting them near the soil surface, while leaf miners create tunnels within leaves. Effective management involves regular scouting, timely intervention, and the use of integrated pest management practices. Farmers should seek guidance from agricultural experts when selecting pest control products to ensure proper usage and compliance with regulations. Diseases can also pose serious challenges to onion farmers. Downy mildew, purple blotch, and Fusarium basal rot are among the most common onion diseases. These diseases can reduce yields and affect bulb quality if not managed properly. Preventive measures are often more effective than treating severe infections. Such measures include using certified seeds, maintaining field sanitation, ensuring good drainage, practicing crop rotation, and avoiding excessive irrigation. Farmers should remove infected plant material promptly to reduce the spread of diseases. As the crop approaches maturity, farmers should begin preparing for harvest. Onions are usually ready for harvesting when most of the tops bend over naturally and begin to dry. This stage indicates that bulb development is complete. Harvesting too early may reduce storage life, while delaying harvest can increase the risk of losses from pests, diseases, or unfavorable weather. Harvesting should be carried out carefully to avoid bruising the bulbs, as damaged onions are more likely to rot during storage. After harvesting, onions should be cured before storage or marketing. Curing involves drying the bulbs in a well-ventilated area for about 10 to 14 days. This process helps remove excess moisture and strengthens the outer skin, improving shelf life. Once curing is complete, roots and leaves can be trimmed and damaged bulbs removed. Properly cured onions can be stored for several months under suitable conditions, allowing farmers to take advantage of favorable market prices. The cost of starting onion farming varies depending on location, farm size, production methods, and the variety chosen. Major expenses include land preparation, seeds, fertilizers, manure, irrigation equipment, labor, pest control products, and transportation. For a 1-acre farm, a farmer may require an investment ranging from approximately 150,000 Kenya shillings to 350,000 Kenya shillings. Farmers using hybrid seeds and modern irrigation systems may spend more but often benefit from higher yields. Profitability in onion farming can be very attractive when good agricultural practices are followed. Open-pollinated varieties may produce between 10 and 15 tons per acre, while hybrid varieties can exceed 20 tons per acre under favorable conditions. Market prices fluctuate depending on supply and demand. During periods of shortage, prices can rise significantly, allowing farmers to earn substantial profits. Careful planning and timing of production can therefore have a major impact on overall returns. Marketing is a critical aspect of the onion business. Farmers should identify potential buyers before harvest whenever possible. Potential markets include wholesale traders, retailers, supermarkets, hotels, restaurants, institutions, and food processing companies. Building relationships with buyers can help ensure a reliable market and reduce the risk of post-harvest losses. Some farmers also benefit from collective marketing through farmer groups and cooperatives, which can improve bargaining power and access to larger markets. One common mistake among new farmers is focusing only on production while ignoring record keeping. Good record keeping allows farmers to track expenses, monitor yields, evaluate profitability, and identify areas for improvement. Records should include information on seed purchases, fertilizer applications, labor costs, pest management activities, irrigation schedules, and sales. Over time, these records become valuable tools for decision-making and farm planning. Climate change has introduced additional challenges for farmers across Kenya. Unpredictable rainfall patterns, prolonged droughts, and occasional floods can affect onion production. Investing in irrigation, water harvesting systems, and climate-smart farming practices can help farmers reduce risks. Diversifying income sources and obtaining agricultural insurance where available can also improve resilience. For farmers interested in expanding their operations, value addition presents another opportunity. Instead of selling onions immediately after harvest, some farmers store their produce and sell when prices improve. Others explore opportunities in packaging, sorting, and supplying premium markets. Quality, consistency, and reliability are increasingly important factors in modern agricultural markets. The future of onion farming in Kenya remains promising due to growing demand from consumers and businesses. As urban populations continue to increase, the need for food products such as onions is expected to rise. Farmers who invest in knowledge, quality inputs, efficient irrigation, and proper management practices are likely to benefit from these opportunities. Starting onion farming may require commitment and careful planning, but the rewards can be significant. By selecting suitable varieties, preparing the land properly, managing water efficiently, controlling pests and diseases, and targeting profitable markets, farmers can build successful and sustainable onion farming enterprises. For many Kenyans seeking a practical agribusiness opportunity, onion farming continues to stand out as one of the most promising options for generating income and creating long-term wealth through agriculture.